Well, we made spaghetti many, many times, but we're doing it a different style. I found a different recipe, and you try different recipes, and this one really attracted me. So yeah, my grandma Bessie was a spaghetti maker, and she added in everything under the sun. So take a pound of chopped meat, a little bit more than a pound. Add in a cup and a half of Italian breadcrumbs. It must be Italian breadcrumbs. Okay. Now, the next thing I have to add in is going to be all these seasonings. I'm adding in garlic powder. It smells wonderful. Here we go. Keep a lot of garlic powder because you really want to season this up. I'm now adding in oregano. I'm now adding in, oh, I already got 2 oreganos out. Okay. I don't know how I got 2 oreganos out. Okay. I'm now adding in parsley. I'm adding in also Parmesan cheese. 1 egg. Now, what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to mix this together. Ooh, it's cold. Folks, we went outside this morning, folks. It was so cold outside. It was like 10 degrees, really cold. We live in a northern climate, so, folks, you have to expect it's going to get cold. Now, we might have to, folks. It's a little bit frozen, folks. No matter what you do when it's cold like that outside, you're going to have things that are just not going to defrost so fast. Okay, it's almost done. All right. This size, folks, okay? All right, here we go. All right. Use vegetable oil or olive oil to grease your pan because you don't want them to stick. Italian people tend to make big, large meatballs, folks. Now, it has all kinds of seasoning in it, folks. We want your meatball to really taste good, not bland. So we have many seasonings in here. And if you have to have Italian seasoning, you could add Italian seasoning, but you really don't need to at this point. You have enough in there with the oregano, with the parsley, the grated, the Parmesan cheese. Okay, we're going to keep making meatballs because you know what? We're going to probably have meatball sandwiches tomorrow. Season it all over the meatballs as they cook. Okay, we're going to put some garlic powder in. I just did. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley on this. And I'm going to put a little bit of oregano. Now we're going to pop this in the oven. We want these meatballs to be almost thoroughly cooked before we put the sauce over it. About at least 15 minutes. Okay. You want them just about cooked. You don't want to put any raw meat in here, okay? Because raw meat is not really the healthiest thing to eat, folks. Now sometimes, folks, you could cook this in oil on top of the stove top too, but I prefer to make sure they're completely done. Look how beautiful they are. Big sized meatballs. Oh. I think, folks, we might have enough of meatball sandwiches tomorrow. Just going to fill up the whole pot. You might have to get another pot, folks. I don't know yet. Okay. Alright. A little bit more, then we're going to toss it with sauce and more seasoning, and then we're going to pop this on top of the stove top. We are going to have a fantastic, this is a different kind of way of making it. There's many ways of making spaghetti and meatballs. You know, I made a lot of spaghetti and meatballs, but I found a recipe and it really got me very interesting. Alright. Okay, I don't think we're going to fit any more in here, so we're going to move this down. See, it's right up to the top of the pot. It's a little too, very, very snug in here, but okay. Next thing is we're going to add in the seasoning. More seasoning. Garlic. Oregano. It smells wonderful, folks. Oh. And parsley. Now, the sauce. And we got to be very careful, folks. Just a dash of water, and we have to cook it on low heat because I don't want this growing all over my stove. Here we go. All right, we're going to pop this on the stove top, and we're going to cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes. The spaghetti with salt because it really, the salt brings out the flavor. I just got to grab my palm cheese. Here it is. You don't have Italian food without palm cheese. Now, we're going to douse the meatballs over the spaghetti. Okay. There's a huge difference. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix this together. There's It's the old-fashioned way of making Italian food, folks, that the old-fashioned Italian people make. And they love it. The meatballs are humongous, really big. Okay, now we're going to grab this. Look how beautiful that came out, folks. This is what Italian food is supposed to look like. A lot of pasta. Italian people eat a lot of pasta, folks. Trust me. I'm half Italian, folks. That's how I know a little bit about Italian food. And also some sausage goes with it. Okay. Now, the palm cheese. And here we have old-fashioned Italian spaghetti and meatballs from WH Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day and please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.